feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
I am shocked and appalled.
I am shocked and chagrined, mortified and stupefied.
So you're trying to play the end and sort it out. So I go to my boy Money Monk, now we pop in the trunk. We tell them, look, gonna shock your mom, 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 gonna shock your mom.
Yeah, there it is.
right.
Let's go. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like
Cookie Monster?
well, a little bit. Sounds like I'd be like in the locker room in 2010, 11, 12, interviewing the Jags media time.
I was there.
And I'd be like, what the hell is that coming out of the bathroom?
Okay.
Or the cold tub? Who's singing?
Sure.
What is that?
No, that was actually Calais Campbell doing a cameo for me. I paid him to do the Shock Your Mock. So thank you to Calais Campbell for your contributions. Jacksonville misses you, man. You're always welcome here on ESPN.
By the way, still a free agent, too.
Yeah, I know.
Clay Harbor vouching for Calais Campbell.
Is he?
Clay Harbor, man.
Clay
I
Harbor
feel like
is-
ever since we had him on.
I feel like Clay Harbor's trying to replace me right now on the show. No, he's got the hottest takes of all time.
That's like,
you
where
see what
did
he's
this
doing?
come from?
He's talking Bachelor, and that was it. And now all of a sudden he's like ingrained himself in Jacksonville Jaguars lore. That's fine.
We had the combination of him coming on the show and the Bachelor like season finale
Yeah.
talk or
Yeah.
all whatever they call that thing at the end where everybody says all.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden Clay
Dude's trying to get
Harbor's
him
like,
a job. Oh, no, that's what he's trying to do. I see you out there, Clay. Keep doing it, man.
It's called
You're doing
After
your
the
job.
Final Rose, but yeah.
oh, thank you. Or whatever
Come on,
the hell it's
Brent,
called.
you're better than
Stupid
that.
show.
So, so this Shock Your Mock today is special because this dude actually, I think, did he slide in the ESPN 690 DMs, or was it your DMs, Casey?
It was my DMs.
All right, so
you got people slide into your DM.
Well, then, Casey, please set the table for us of who this character is here.
Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't have my phone.
Okay.
I lost it,
Okay.
so like if you've been texting me or anything, I don't have the info. And
Oh, okay. Good to know now.
I kind of thought Brent would tell you, to be honest, because Brent's known since about 11 a.m. this morning, but
Okay.
don't have the phone and don't know my Twitter login.
Gotcha. All right, then I got a couple curveballs.
So do we have a lot of things like on Shock Your Mock that probably aren't going to happen now?
I mean, I did text Casey a little bit, but we're all right, man.
You think we're
can-
good?
I think Casey.
Oh, yeah,
I think me and Casey, even though I'm not in the studio with him right now, I believe in our chemistry. I think he's going to get us there.
By the way, like
Oh,
I
boy.
just don't understand. Like,
Okay.
how do you lose your
Confident,
phone?
though, huh?
How do you lose your phone and just like how do you even show up for anything after you lost your phone?
Yeah, so
Good point.
it's pretty straightforward. I'll answer that. We have a project we're working on. The interview we had scheduled was at 11 a.m. It was about 10:30 at the house, and I realized I had no phone, so I made the decision after looking for 10 minutes. I stay and continue to look and am late, and no offense, Brent, you can't do this without me. So then I piss everybody off. Or I just say, you know what, no phone today. I'm going to power through. I'm going to do my job. But then somehow I'm getting yelled at for actually showing up to work. So this is just mind-blowing.
Shame on you for doing your job, you know?
I just have one question. Did you lose your phone on a motorcycle driving on the highway?
No.
Okay.
It's quite the experience.
Because it is. I mean, if so, then we probably will have a caller calling in and found your phone.
Yeah. Stay tuned, Casey. Just stay tuned.
Yeah,
So,
I guess.
Anyway, okay, so the guy's picture and everything, it is up on the screen, though, right?
It is indeed,
So I can
yes.
set him up. All right, so this guy, Gabe Thompson, slid into Casey's DMs, and it happens to be that Gabe Thompson is an author of the book Vagrant. You heard of it? I mean, you can be honest. Yeah, I mean, I haven't either. It's all good, though. But he's got 13,700 followers, which is a lot more than I do, a lot more than Casey has. Brent, you know, you're doing your own thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, he's also following 8,682 people. So
Is he following us?
no. And this is the crazy thing.
How did he find
Not
Casey?
following me, not following Casey, not following the show as far as I'm concerned. Right,
Hey.
Casey?
Hey, that was the case, but guess who got a new follower, boys?
Oh, this guy's following you now?
Yeah, that's
guy's-
my
okay,
guy right
okay.
there.
Just doesn't have a phone to see it.
Well, I'm going to be
I
honest.
might
He's
have
not
been
following
unfollowed
me.
by now, so who knows, you know?
Well, and he's not following me, and he's not going to follow me after this mock draft because this is absolute trash. But since he's an author, I'm going to try to keep it a little more like author-centric but I'm going to call it like I see him. You know, we're on the road right now. I don't have all my utensils in front of me to provide the full Shock Your Mock experience, but dang it, we're going to try our best. So, Brent, if you could please just read me the names and the numbers and everything, and then I can kind of go from there if you want to take part in this as well.
Sure, I would love to help out.
Yeah.
Let's just assume I can. At number 1, he stayed at number 1.
Yeah.
He didn't trade it away for 14 draft picks.
No, thank God.
Aiden Hutchinson. I've heard of him.
Yeah. Well, I think we've all heard of him. You know, probably the overall consensus right now, number 1 pick. I'm not mad at it. You know, I mean, it's something fancy. We know he was coming here. It's hard to trade down. The New York Giants are not interested in the number 1 pick, so let's get that out of our minds right now. This guy used the PFF app or whatever it is for the mock draft. Keep that in mind. Gave 808, but you know how we do that, though. We don't worry about the grades, from PFF. Because
our grades, their grades.
It's not real.
We're the experts.
It's not real. But Aiden Hutchinson, yeah. It's going to be a golf clap.
Because,
give me a good job.
Because here's what happens. Those sites, they give the grade just to make you feel better so you come back.
So you come back again.
We're not here to make you feel better, but we still want you to come back.
We're here to tell it like it is. So you got Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan, pick number 1. I like it.
All right. We kept our second pick now at number 33. Daxton Hill, who also is from Michigan, and he plays cornerback. No, cornerback.
Yes. Okay, so first of all, the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't win 3 games last year for this guy to pick Michigan Wolverines back-to-back.
No.
All right, and number 2, is Shaq Griffin okay? Is Shaq Griffin okay?
Tyson Campbell?
Something happened to him? Did he get arrested? What happened?
Darius Williams.
Are we okay? Is everybody okay right now? Because last time I checked, I think we're okay at cornerback.
Are we playing the 4 quarters?
What are we doing here?
North Carolina basketball? Hey, by the way, is this a roast on Urban Meyer picking Michigan back-to-back?
Oh, that's a good point. Whatever the case may be, horrible pick. I mean, if this was an Amazon book review, you're getting 1 star, dude. You're getting absolutely 1 star right. Tell him, Casey. Come on, Gabe. Why are we drafting a cornerback right now that high? You don't need it. Get serious. Oh, and by the way, in case you want to know how good Pro Football Focus is, Gabe, this pick an A, right?
What are you
doing? So what does this prove to us? PFF isn't real. It's just like the salary cap. It was made up. They don't know what they're doing, and it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and they haven't updated the Jags roster, apparently.
Thank you very much. Next pick, Brent.
Round 3, pick 65. We're going to linebacker Quay Walker, Georgia Bulldog.
All right, so good linebacker. Scouts think that he could be a backup eventually, work his way into a starting role. But can he beat Dylan Moses? Can he beat Shaq Quarterman? Why are we having this conversation, though? You know, because last time I checked, is this a deep wide receiver class? Are wide receivers not available? So why are we taking a linebacker?
Linebacker, I know.
Can you imagine Trevor Lawrence sitting back and watching this draft right now? Talking to his agent, saying, what is he going to say? Hey, I'm out. You know, I'm out. Joe Burrow's getting Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow's getting weapons, and I got to deal with a guy from Michigan playing cornerback.
Trevor's
like linebacker.
Trevor's like, call David Mulligetta.
Oh, yeah.
He got Jalen out. He got Deshaun out. He'll get me out.
So I'm not sure this is some kind of Gabe Thompson, like, sabotage the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to get Trevor Lawrence out of here. But whatever the case may be, I don't like the pick at number 65 either.
Yeah, it's looking more like a Stephen King book.
Yeah.
Scary.
Horrid.
Round 3, pick 70.
Yeah.
John Mechie III. There's your receiver. And, by the way, it comes with Romeo Dow at number 106. So back-to-back wideouts for Trevor.
Okay. So now we're getting back on track a little bit. Obviously, pick number 70, John Mechie. That's going to be a Trent Baalke blue light special. We got a button? That's a Trent Baalke blue light special. Oh, yeah, baby. Torn ACL, just the way Trent Baalke likes him, right? Salivating right now. Like Pavlov's dog, if you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I do like John Mechie. It makes a lot of sense. If he falls that deep, which is a big if, by all means, pull the trigger on this guy. But I don't see that happening. Not really realistic. I'm not sure what PFF gave the grade in this one. Oh, a B. He falls. Arguably the best wide receiver in the game falls to 70. You give him a B. Okay. Whatever the case may be, PFF. But nevertheless, I don't think he's going to fall that long. And
you know this Dobbs guy?
I know this Dobbs guy as well. Yep. Hang on, Brent. We got to keep on going with Mechie real quick.
Oh, we're not done.
Yeah. So I want a weapon for Trevor Lawrence. That makes a lot of sense. But I also want a guy that can come in right away and help out. Mechie, I'm not mad at this pick. Trent Baalke special. We'll see. Pick 106, Romeo Dobbs. Now, I'm not sure this is a joke because, like, Romeo and Juliet.
Very good.
Maybe this guy is, like, all in on being an author. Who knows what's going on? I mean, he's on Amazon, so he's a real deal.
This is his next book.
Yeah, so this guy's from Nevada. If you read about this guy, the scouting report, and by the way, the most cliche thing I read when I'm reading scouting reports, the kid likes to compete.
Oh, yeah.
But of course he does.
Nah, he made it to the NFL, but doesn't like to compete.
But of course he does. Name one guy who doesn't want to compete.
I like to say this about Kaylee and Tyler. They like to compete.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Fair, all right?
Exactly.
They're sophomores in high school. You make it to the NFL, Major League Baseball, whatever. Then you like to compete. That's just a throwaway.
So a little bit about this guy. He's a physical receiver, 6'2", 201 pounds. Did not participate in the combine drills or any kind of activity until his pro day. So there might be an injury there. If we talk about injuries, that's a Trent Baalke Blue Light special, everybody. That's a Trent Baalke Blue Lights. There it is. I love it. Thank you, Case. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sure when Nevada's pro day is going to be televised. I guess I'll watch the guy then to make an opinion. But he's expected to run like a 4.5, possibly a 4.6.
But at the end, at the very least, Romeo should be at the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in Vegas.
Oh, that's a good point, too, as well. All right, who
next
got next
up, we switch over to the NBA for this next pick. Round 157, and we're taking Chris Paul.
Yeah, so this is Chris Paul, pick 157 out of Tulsa. He should probably go the author route and do a little nom de plume. You know what that means? No. It's an author thing. Don't worry about it. It's French. Look it up sometime. But he should definitely nom de plume, change your name. That's what it means. Change your name. It's in French.
Good idea.
Yeah, I did my research. I checked the tape. He's 6'4", 322 pounds. Also ran a 4.89, almost as fast as me, which is pretty impressive. But didn't come as close to me, and not even close in the same ballpark. Not even this ballpark in terms of his broad jump. But it is what it is. It's not an important position.
Like you though, 5th round pick crapshoot.
Okay, Brent. Well, we don't have to make jokes now. Here's what the scouts say about this, and I'm not making this up. This was an exact scouting report from NFL.com. Massive bubble with thick thighs and long arms. Now. Now.
That got everybody's attention at the Tiki Bar.
Oh, yeah, people at Tiki Bar when I'm talking about. Okay, let's establish one thing right now with Shock Your Mock, because this is kind of unheard of. I'm starting to see there's going to be a trend here. I don't want any more offensive tackles taken deep in Shock Your Mock, because every single time I read about them, it's super inappropriate, super old dude speak, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to call a guy that has a massive bubble with thick thighs and long arms. What are we doing here? Are we doing photo shoots? We playing football.
Yesterday was bulbous thighs.
Bulbous thighs. And
the massive bubble, what is that?
What do you think it is, man? I would say it's his backside. Yeah. And nobody under the age of 75 is going to say those terms.
Is that the nicest way to say he's got a big you-know-what?
Just, how about he has a big chassis?
There we go.
He has a chassis that's ready for the position.
Sand in his pants.
I don't like sand in your pants either, because you're not 75 years old, Martin. No, so come on, let's get it going now. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He's probably going to be playing guard in the NFL at the next level, but I don't like the descriptions of him. He might be a great player. It doesn't really matter. When you say massive bubble with thick thighs, I can't come with you on that one.
Let's move on to my favorite part of the program, in Shock Your Mock, Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey Kurtz, where we now digest the 542 6th-round picks of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
At pick 180, Pierre Strong Jr. out of South Dakota State.
Yep.
We do like that he's a jackrabbit.
Yep. And playing what position? Running back. Which is probably a draft need alert if you want to hit the button, Casey. At this level. I like that a lot. Oh, and by the way, does my research not come through in the clutch? Did he not run a 4.37 on the grandest of stages at the NFL Combine? Casey, hit the button again, 4.37 alert. That's a sub 4.4. He gets 2 of them.
By the way, do we have a Gene Smith alert for picking Nevada to Tulsa and South Dakota State back to back?
That's true as well. But hey, James Robinson now didn't disappoint, did he?
He wasn't a draft pick.
Well, okay, but still, I mean, he's a small school guy.
He was.
Right? So, okay, keep in mind. He, big-time talent out of South Dakota State, obviously against inferior talent, but at the same time produced when he had to, explosive, can do a little bit of everything. I like this pick at 180. I'm not sure if he's going to drop this deep, but if you can get him, absolutely pull that trigger, because a lot of people think he could be a starter for years to come in the NFL.
All right. We do need probably a running back in the draft, so maybe not a bad pick there. Kind of a fun one to take an eye, keep an eye on. At pick 188, still in the 6th round, of course, Luke Wattenberg out of Washington plays the center position. We need some depth after Brandon Litter's retirement.
I mean, yeah, and I appreciate that, Brent, the center depth. Are we just going to say screw the interior defensive line?
You don't believe in that.
In general? We're not going to stop anybody, huh?
Nah.
It's not like we're playing
Stop the run.
We're not going to stop Derrick Henry.
I guess. Get Quay Walker and back-to-back defensive picks to start the draft.
A corner stopping Derrick Henry? Is a corner going to stop Jonathan Taylor?
He's working down in the box.
Is a corner going to stop insert running back from Houston Texans? Because I'm not sure who it even is. Who's the Texans running back? You know?
No idea.
Johnson's still there?
David Johnson?
David Johnson?
Yeah.
Maybe he's still there.
He was good in fantasy 4 years ago.
Yeah, nonetheless, okay, center, yeah, you need him. You need the depth coming in. he could be a starter going forward. You still got Tyler Shatley. I'm not mad at this pick, but where's the interior defensive line? Why are we not talking about the big hosses on the defensive side of the ball?
Oh, don't worry. It's coming up next.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's not.
Nope.
Third round,
Here we go.
third pick of the 6th round, 197, safety, Percy Butler. He's a raging Cajun out of Louisiana.
So, actually, I know a little bit about this guy because my friend is an assistant AD there, swears the world of this guy.
Really?
So, I mean, and I take my friend's word for it.
Go Percy.
But at the same time, where is the interior defensive line?
Well,
keep it going. Next.
The last pick of round 6 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Defensive line help from Texas A&M, Jaden Peavy.
Jaden Peavy, yeah. So not much to say about this guy. I mean, he's going to be a depth rotation. You didn't get any stars at defensive line in the draft. This set aside from Aiden Hutchinson, but he's more of an edge guy, depending on the 3-4 defense or 4-3 defense. Okay, cool. You got a deep pick in a defensive line. Good for you.
222, round 7, tackle out of Whiskey. Logan Bruss.
I'll tell you what, Brent. Now, we talk about tackles, and if you think I'm biased, I'm not. But this guy could be something special, okay? He's from Wisconsin.
He's a Badger.
He's a blue-collar guy.
Probably been in the pickle.
He's been in the pickle a couple times. He's been on State Street. He knows what he's doing. Wisconsin Badger. Obviously, kind of underachieved in terms of expectations and everything, but still a guy that, in terms of depth, that's fine. But now, how many offensive tackles do we have on this team?
A lot.
Okay.
With 2 in this draft to go along with our other 3.
Yep. Anything else? Or is that it?
I think that's it.
It's a lot of picks.
The wide receiver at there's one more. Slade Bolden, Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Slade Bolden.
We got an Alabama guy.
Alabama guy.
Only one Alabama guy.
We have
I want winners.
We have 2 Alabama guys.
In this draft?
Yeah, we have 2 Alabama
Mechie.
receivers. Yeah, we have Mechie as well.
Yeah.
So, overall, I mean, if it's an Amazon book review, with all due respect to the contestant, I got to give you 2.5 stars at the most. It's like reading I'm trying to think of a book that I read in high school that was kind of just like whatever. It's like reading Pride and Prejudice. No, not Pride and Prejudice. What's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio where like they're like the flappers? He's got a lot of money. Casey, help me out.
Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby. Yeah, we had to read The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm in small town Wisconsin. I don't really care about millionaires living on yachts and falling in love and everything. And by the way, the girl had it coming. But now, what are we talking about?
Gabe Thompson.
She was way too out of control. What's up?
Gabe Thompson, we do want to help you promote your book, Vagrant. So go check him out.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably, a good bet, better author than Shock Your Mocker.
I'm sure it's a better author than that. And if you notice the theme here on Shock Your Mock, no, there's no T-shirts. Why? Because no one's earning a T-shirt. Okay, when we're taking cornerbacks in the 2nd round, you don't get a T-shirt. Brent's too lazy to get T-shirts. I don't blame him, man, because these contestants so far have been absolutely horrible. So thank you for your effort, but, man, no thank you.